Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 61, and today we're returning with two big games with our Bluebirds as we take on Fulham at home in the FA Cup quarter-final, then Liverpool at home in a massive battle in the Premier League. And of course, you saw the last two games in the last episode, so nothing to show you off camera. Of course, our fantastic 2-1 victory against the Red Devils, where Jason showed you it's still his team, despite the fact he is being gradually phased out of the first 11 on a consistent basis. And then, of course, our heartbreaking 2-2 draw away at the Emirates Stadium in the second leg of our Europa League round of 16 title. We were 2 goals up, but in the 190th minute, Gunners got back on level terms to go through 4-3 over 2 legs. So out of Europe and after that win the Premier League, as you can see right now, in the top 4, we're still in there, 3rd place, 9 games to go. 3 points off Liverpool we face today, but they do have a game in hand, and I think I might have discussed it in the last episode. I don't think we're in a serious title race this season. You know, we're close to them, but I can't see us realistically catching up to them. For me, the only thing that's important is staying in the top 4. Being in a title race, I'm not one bit fussed about it, and for now we're doing enough, so just got to keep it up. But of course, a win against them today, and that could all change. But right now, look at the competitions overview after that knockout in the Europa League. Once again, the board are not happy about it, just like in the Carabao Cup. That's a little bit more understandable, though, again, knocked out by Arsenal. But still not happy about it, the board. And of course, reaching the semi-finals of the FA Cup. This will be the first time we've done it in 2 years. If we can pull it off today, that will certainly make up for it, at least I would hope so. And just one thing to report before we dive into the first game of this episode. There has been a change in the dynamics of the club, in the hierarchy. As you can see, Andre Onana is once again a team leader. Ryan Sessegnon has stepped down. Andre is back in, perhaps after guiding Ajax to the Champions League semi-finals in the game against Juventus for me last night. He's realised he can be a leader once again. And yes, Sessegnon steps down and Onana is once again a team leader. So first game today is indeed Fulham in the FA Cup quarter-finals. And whilst we are favourites of the game, it is worth pointing out we just about managed to get here after beating Sunderland in extra time in the round of 16. In the previous round, we needed a replay to take out Blackburn Rovers, and in the third round, we only beat Fleetwood Town via a penalty. So we've not exactly played well in the Cups this season, despite being the favourite in every single tie. And this is our team for the game, 4-2-3-1. Right now in the injury report, Gonzalez is still out with that broken toe. His recovery's taken longer than I thought it would have done. We're not going to see him until the Liverpool game today. McTominay suspended for the game, and also Murphy and Onana both picked up knocks in training, but they're okay to be on the bench and probably won't come on anyway. And this is our team then, 4-2-3-1, Henderson in goal, Bafra Davis, Kimpembe Holding and Odriozola with Ward-Prowse and McKennie through the middle. Attacking midfield trio, Sessegnon on the left, Captain Jason on the right, and Alenya playing through the middle with Paleo Maria up top. On the bench, Onana, Matip, Stefano Camaras and Murphy Woodburn, and Pedro Antonio as well. So first game, it's Fulham in the FA quarter-final. Let's get through to the semis. Come on, you Bluebirds. I'm going to say to the boys in the pre-match team talk, we're the favourites here, so go out there and give the fans a performance to cheer for, and that's motivated a couple of players. And as I mentioned a moment ago there, it is worth pointing out every single game this season in the domestic cups, we have been firm favourites. However, in every single game, we've performed under expectations. Again, as I mentioned the FA Cup there a moment ago, our road to the quarterfinals has been nothing but convincing. And don't forget the Carabao Cup, we required a penalty shootout to beat Walsall. Oh, Jason puts it in from 25 yards, 3 minutes in, and makes it win. I was going to say we required a shootout to beat Walsall in the third round of Carabao Cup, and they were knocked out by League One Colchester United. But Jason trying to ensure today there will be no slip up and cup set here in Wales as the captain. He's showing you it's still his team. 3 goals in 3 games, and there's a big one as we take an early lead against Fulham. And that's the start we want to see as well. You know, not performing well in the cups this season. Let's settle the nerves early, get a couple of goals. There's the first, and now let's get a second. Ben Davies to Carl Zalenya, and now Sessegnon down left, steps in field, goes on the run, rolls it through. Maria one-on-one. What a stop by Rodak. Turns it onto the frame of the goal. Jason's cross headed away, and Fulham will escape. Great start though, and the second goal is definitely coming at this rate if we keep our foot on the gas pedal, as Paleo chases down to Sart, and Holding wins it back for us as Ward-Prowse finds McKennie inside the centre circle to Jason. He's got Odriozola on the overlap as he finds him down the right hand side. He whips towards the far post. Sessegnon is there, and Ryan gets a goal against his former club, his 3rd of the year. What a start start. Cardiff City 2, Fulham 0. This is what you want to see, man. Going out of the Europa League in heartbreaking fashion just a few days ago. How do you respond in the Cups this season where we've not played well? 2 quick goals inside the first quarter of an hour. Sessegnon, only his 3rd goal this season. I mention it so often, but he doesn't really get you that many goals or assists, but he is still a crucial member of our squad as he shows it there. 2-0 to Cardiff, and it could well become 3 as Weston McKennie receives the ball from Shane Duffy's header, and the American looking for a teammate. No one providing supporting run though, but he'll find Odriozola, who steps in field, back heels to Weston, and now through to Jason, who crosses Maria. Oh, what a save by Rodak. We could be 3 or 4 goals up already. Jason's corner, floated to the far post. Paleo's header off the crossbar. 2nd time today in 25 minutes we've hit the woodwork, but right now we're dominating possession. We're taking the game to Fulham, and we really should be 3 or 4 goals up here, but 2 goals to scoreline so far. No red flags as yet in our performance. The only thing is McKennie on a booking right now. Other than that, that was a textbook first half display, and we're 45 minutes away from a place at Wembley for a 3rd straight season. So nothing to the boys at half time, because right now we're playing well. I don't need to remind them not to get complacent. I don't need to encourage them at the moment. They're doing fine without my help. 2-0. And yeah, this has been a very, very good performance. And, you know, realistically, there's only one competition we can win this season. I don't think we've got any chance, realistically, of winning the Premier League. So we're going to win some silverware for the 1st straight year. It has to be this now, the FA Cup. 20 minutes to go, still up by 2. This tie's surely over. Oh, but 15 minutes remaining on the clock, and Paleo Maria has gone down with a potential lower leg injury. Let's just hope it's a gashed lower leg. And I'll bring on Pedro Antonio, the 18-year-old. And with Jason getting tired out there, might take him off as well. Yeah, let's put Ward-Prowse on the right-hand side and take off the captain for Vic Camaras, who can now wear the armband in his place. Paleo Maria down. How serious is that? Chance for Fulham to get a late goal. Here's Almiron, smacks the crossbar, and Presnel Kimpembe gets it away. You see in the second half, they've had a lot of attempts, 16, almost as many as us in the game, but none of them highlight worthy, so we restricted them to long-range shots, it would appear. And as we're approaching the end of the game, there might be one chance for a 3rd goal as JWP down the right-hand side crosses. It's blocked and put behind for a corner though, and that should do it. 2-0 the final score. We get the job done in the 1st half, and after winning the Carabao Cup back-to-back, we're heading back to Wembley. And again, the last time we were into the FA Cup semi-finals was 2 years ago when we were beaten by Liverpool by 2-1. So glad to be going back, and our progress continues. Once again, our defence, fantastic as it has been for the majority of this season. Everyone was a 7.1 or better in our defensive positions. And I'll say to the boys, well done, lads. That was a good win for us. Buzzing for Jason, though, to get man of the match and score that early free kick as well. It's been a while since Jason scored a free kick, so that was nice to see. But how bad is the Paleo Maria injury? Let's find out together. This could really ruin our season here if he's out for the rest of the season. Maria... Oh, it's a pulled calf muscle. This is not actually that bad. He'll be out for 2 to 3 weeks. He'll probably miss the Liverpool game, but we've got an international break coming directly after this game, so he might well come back for that Liverpool game. At least it's not too serious, and he'll make it back for whenever the FA Cup semi-final is. That's not too bad, that. I really appreciate your comments, and I'll work even harder in order to continue to impress. Oh, Jason. Jason, first one on the training pitch, last one to leave. He's just, I tell you, this man at 30 years old, turning 31 in a couple of months, he just doesn't let you down. He just never, ever, ever lets you down. You know, it's going to be a sad day when he hangs up his boots. It'll be the end of an era. But we're prepared for it, and we are preparing for it. And Jason is helping us prepare for it by taking that reduction in squad stat as well. He's the ultimate pro. So the other ties have just been played. There is one championship side remaining. That is Crystal Palace. The other 2 teams are Liverpool and Manchester United. And of course, we are the other remaining in the competition. So let's find out who we'll be taking on. Is it going to repeat of 2 years ago to take on Liverpool? Will it be Manchester United, or will it be, hopefully, no disrespect, but hopefully Crystal Palace? Let's find out It is going to be Crystal Palace. Excellent stuff. The only championship side remaining. I will be taking them on at Wembley. Although it is worth pointing out, like I mentioned earlier, we've not done well this season regardless of getting the luck in the cups with the draws. But either way, I'd still rather take them on than United or Liverpool. Crystal Palace in the semi-final. And we've got a very, very good chance of making it through to our first ever FA Cup final. That we sandwiched in between Arsenal away and Aston Villa away as well. Great chance making it through to the final. I'm very happy with that draw. But if we go out here, it'll be a massive choke, no doubt. Oh, God, another injury as well. Jason's now gone down with a pulled groin in training. Injured after sprinting. And he's going to miss the Liverpool game as well. Could give him injections. But at this stage of his career, already picking up little injuries here and there as well. That's not worth it. So we'll miss the Liverpool game as well. Jason down. Oh, my goodness. We're gonna miss Jason. We're going to miss Maria as well. So who's going to take the captain's armband? Also, a few of our players that are contracted in the summer. One of those is McTominay. He's getting a few offers here. He's already turned down a couple of contract offers. And now Olympiacos, Club Brugge, and AEK Athens want to take him. I would be fine with Scott staying, though. You know, he's on 15 grand a week right now. That is such a cheap contract. And I'll be totally fine with him staying. Let's see if we can negotiate a deal for him here. An optional contract extension of 1 year on a 2-year deal if we can. 19 grand a week. And okay, 22 grand a week, 20 grand a week, mate. 20 grand a week. That's a decent amount of money for you, mate, as a backup. Go on. Oh, 22 grand a week. Do you know what? I'm okay with that. 22 grand a week, 2-year deal, plus a 1-year extension if we wish to do so. I don't mind that. And he'll take a backup score or two. I'm fine with it, actually. That's okay. I'll take that deal. That'll take him until he's 30 to 31 years old. And as I said with McTominay before, there are certain players that always have a place in my team. And those sort of players are the ones that got stats like this. Look at this guy's stats. He's pretty average for the most part. But 17 stamina, 17 work rate, 17 teamwork, 16 determination. Well, this guy is a tireless midfielder. He's fairly determined. He works hard. He puts a shift in. And as a backup, he doesn't complain about playing time as well. When he's on the pitch, he does what he needs to do. I'm fine with that. There'll always be a place in my teams for a hard worker. I'm fine with that. And there is confirmation McTominay does sign a new 2-year deal. As a spokesperson for the fans expressed doubts about whether the deal is right for the club, with many supporters uncertain as to whether McTominay is even good enough to deserve the offer. Lads, it's a hard worker on a cheap contract, on a 2-year deal. Lads, bigger picture, squad depth. Don't need to sign someone new. There's an option of 1 year and 1 more year on his deal as well. He's been totally fine for us since arriving on a free over the past 4 years. It's okay. It's all right. I'm fine with that. They might have doubts. I've got no doubt at all. I'm fine with that deal. But anyway, yes, second and final game today is indeed Liverpool in the big clash in the top 4. We can cut the gap on them to 1 point if we win this game. They'll still have the game in hand with 8 games to go. But either way, if we are to be in a title race, a win in this game could prove the big boys we're here to stay. But the most important thing for me really is, of course, staying clear of City and Spurs. And so this will be game 4-2-3-1 for the lineup. And Jason is going to be okay to start the game, despite the fact he's still got a knock right now. But Maria's going to go on the bench this one. And Gonzalez, who was away with Colombia on international duty after coming back from that broken toe, is still not fit enough to return. He might not have been fit enough for the Wednesday game either. When is Gonzalez going to come back? So this is our lineup then. Henderson's going to remain in goal on the back of that clean sheet. And the back four is Goncalves, Kimpembe, Jordi, and Odriozola with Ward-Prowse and McKennie through the middle. Attacking through Trio once again. Session on the left, Jason on the right, and Eleni through the middle with Pedro Antonio, the 18-year-old, getting a start. No, he's 19 now, isn't he? Yeah, 19. 19-year-old getting a start. And on the bench, Onana, Holding, Stefano, Cameras, and Murphy, Woodburn, and Maria as well. Second and final game, it's Liverpool. Massive clash. Are we in a title race? Let's find out. Come with you, Bluebirds. This is also Dean Henderson's first Premier League start of the season. Onana will be disappointed not to have another game to try and extend his lead at the top of the Golden Glove race right now. But I think I'd rather play Henderson because Onana, again, in big games, just every now and then, can make me sweat a little bit too much. And right now, approaching the half an hour mark, still 0-0. I'd take the clean sheet and the point here against the league leaders and the champions, definitely. And right before half-time, our first highlight comes here with, Pedro Antonio! Pedro Antonio heads Cardiff into the lead, and we've gone a goal up. Jason's corner to the back stick, nodded on by the Portuguese striker, but it took a massive deflection in the middle of Virgil van Dijk, and Cardiff City have gone in front. I'm surprised he even gets to claim that one. It must have been on target, or it didn't look like it from that angle. But Cardiff are in front, and as things stand, we're cutting the gap at the top of the table to just 1 point. So I'm going to say nothing to the boys at the break. We've dominated possession out there. We've had more attempts as well. And as things stand, we're 45 minutes away from a massive victory. Henderson on the ball, rolls it to Geordie, and he'll give it straight back to him as he kicks it long to Sessegnon. Now Ryan takes it over the halfway line and plays a great through ball. Oh, Pedro! That should have been 2 for you, mate. Gotta hit the target from there, but what a performance from Cardiff City so far as James Ward-Prowse gets the ball on the deck and finds Alenia, but actually the pass is quite poor, and now Liverpool are going to try and hit us with a devastating counter-attack. It's Boyer through to Beltran, to Tierney, and Kieran down left-hand side, back into number 16 as they look for an opening, and Dombele to Correa. Boyer finds space. Oh, and he's found the back of the net. He's chasing Paleo Maria right now. And like our Spaniard, this kid's got 20 determination. He was signed from Anderlecht a couple of years ago. And he's a wonder kid with fantastic stats. The Reds back on level terms. But I think for Henderson there, I mean, is there a hole in his hand? Because I don't know how on earth that went past him. Cardiff won, Liverpool won. What is about goalkeepers in this year's FM, man? Seriously, they are so bad. I'm going to take Goncalves off and bring on Josh Murphy and push Sessegnon down to left wing back. Because Goncalves' body language was apprehensive. I don't like to see that. We're just over a quarter of an hour to go. It will still be a good result for us, but it'll be a shame to throw away the 3 points. But as Murphy steps in field, plays it just over the bar. Still 1-1. There is a winner in this game. Kieran Tierney sends it long, and Boyer beats Geordie to the ball and plays it through to Vinicius Jr., the former Real Madrid man. Oh, he's put it past Henderson, and the Reds have showed you why they've won the title 3 of the past 5 years, and why they're trying to make it 4 in 6. Vinicius Jr. was signed in January, receives the through ball from Boyer, steps inside, Henderson comes out, but he places it past Dean and into the back of the net. The comeback complete, Liverpool in front, 2-1, title dreams over. Should have put Onana back in the starting 11, a 6.3 for Henderson right now. It's still 4 minutes to go. Can we rescue a point here and keep our slim title hopes alive? James Ward-Prowse to McKennie. And Weston's JOP through to Murphy, and now Murphy to Alenia, and he's got Jason out wide, and he'll try and find him down the right hand side. Kieran Tierney comes across but can't deny the cross. In it goes, it's headed away, but Alenia finds a bit of space and he's taken down, and I think it's a penalty. Kovacic tripped Carls inside the area. I'll be stunned if this is not a spot kick. Normally, when the ball doesn't go out of play, it's almost always a penalty. And it is indeed a penalty. Lee Mason awards it, and Jason is going to stand up and take it. Rarely lets you down from 12 yards, but this is the biggest penalty he's taken since the Champions League final last year. But this guy's got ice in his fucking veins. 10 for the season. Cardiff City draw back on level terms. 2-2. Oh, captain, my captain. Slots it home. It's not the best of penalties, to be honest, but it does find the back of the net. That's all that matters. Cardiff 2, Liverpool 2, and the captain rescues us in the final few moments. Well, what a thriller here in Wales. And is there one late twist? Alenia's cross. Pedro Antonio flicks on, and Murphy just couldn't beat Trent Alexander-Arnold to the ball at the far post as the right back clears, and that will do it. 2 to the final score. A cracker here in South Wales. Disappointed to throw away that win there, because we were leading by a goal. But either way, to battle back and claim a point from then going 2-1 down, I'll take that. And I'll say I'm happy with the performance as well, because we played well out there. We played really well. And I would have taken a point pre-game, and I'll take it post-game as well. Jason gets us the draw with a penalty, and 2-2 the final score. Keeps us in the title race mathematically. 3 points behind Liverpool. I thought we were 4 points behind them heading to the game. We're obviously 3 points behind them. 3 points behind Liverpool, although they and Chelsea both have a game on hand on us right now, as do United in 4th. But like I mentioned earlier, the title race is not too important to me. Whether we have a chance of catching up or not, I'm not that fussed. The most important thing for me is we stay clear of City and Spurs, right now 6 points ahead of both of them and have a game in hand on the London side as well. But that will end today's episode of the Football Manager series, guys. So big thank you for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed it. If you did enjoy today's episode, please drop a like, as likes are of course very much appreciated, and help the channel out as well. We can't play any games off camera right now because all the big ones are coming literally right after the last one we play. We got Arsenal away and then Crystal Palace in the FA Cup semi-final at Wembley in the next 2 games in the next 7 days. Let's just come back for that. Play no games off camera again. Arsenal away in midweek. Big game to try and stay in the top 4. And then Crystal Palace at Wembley too, with a chance to get through to the FA Cup final for the first time in the say. So much love, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon. Bye now.